And now we're going to turn our focus to East Timor. It's a country that's roughly the size of the Netherlands with a population of 1.2 million. There is a university there called the National University of East Timor, and a professor has helped introduce Korean studies to his programs.
His name is Choi Chang-won, but not only does he teach the Korean language, he does what he can to make the country more environmentally friendly. Let's meet him right now. Located east of Timor Island between Indonesia and Australia is a small country called East Timor. Since the 16th century, it had been a colony of Portugal and then Indonesia, but after continuous efforts for independence, it became the first country to gain independence in the 21st century. Most of its land is mountainous jungle region, but it does have rich natural resources like oil and natural gas. However, due to the prolonged independence war, their GDP per capita was only at $623 as of 2010. In June 2013, a Korean Studies Center was established at the National University of East Timor. Previously, there had been language centers that taught English and Portuguese, but there wasn't a department devoted to the studies of one country. Many were surprised that a Korean Studies Center was established even before one was established for the global language English.
Students' level of the UNTL is at the top inside Timor-Leste. Based on my experience teaching the 5 years in UNTL, more and more students wanted to study Korean languages. From the last semester, some students wanted to be a worker in Korea. After graduate, no job at all. The Timor-Leste does not have a factory yet. And then not enough job opportunities. Center for Korean Language Center, Korean Studies, is a look at Korea as a role model. So Korea took the initiative by establishing Center for Korean Studies. Maybe if we success, Korea able to have a very good partnership with the Timor-Leste.
Professor Choi Chang-won and his students started a new NGO called the Timor Hope Seller Leadership Center. Choi chose a different path from other Korean NGO activists who normally work with already established Korean branches of international NGOs to secure a steady flow of financial support.
Recipient country people not only try to receive, but also need to participate very proactively. I and my students have a big discussion about what kind of institution we can open. Actually, we decide local NGO. Managerial works, I never touching. I only involve in education perspective. So something education part, I fully control while providing the opportunity. The other management part, my student managing everything. They co-work with the foreigners. They able to keep the localities, and they able to keep the decision-making power too. So that's the reason that I decide to open the local NGO.
In November 2013, good news came to the Timor Hope Seller Leadership Center, a plastic recycling project they presented to the UNDP, which is the United Nations Central Global Development Network, was selected to receive funding and development support. This recycling project was considered an important project to East Timor, where there is no established environmental law.
My students doing very humble work, putting the tricycle, riding on the tricycle, picking up the plastic bottle, and they carrying and parceling it, and then making a pallet to export. Because in Timor-Leste, nobody going to buy. So maybe export to Korea or China. And then we make a certain money. I promise UNDP minimum 100,000 bottles we're going to collect within 6 months. But one thing most important one, this is not for industrial growth, it's for environmental campaign. That's a top priority.
It was only by chance that Professor Che met with the Chancellor of the National University of East Timor and was offered to teach students in East Timor. Che says East Timor is ideal for exchanges with Korea.
Here's the point why Korea is important. Korea is a heroic country. In terms of the development history, Korea's performance extraordinary. Only we don't have gas and oil, some rich resources. But Timor-Leste case, natural resource, only what they have. Timor-Leste need higher qualified human resources. Almost 500 colonial history, Timor-Leste people did not have opportunity to learn. Not just giving the money. Tell them, educate them, provide opportunities. And then they need something, and then they're able to decide what they need. We need to treat people, even Timor people, not as just a recipient. We need to treat them as some people who has a great potential, so that they're willing to move, they're willing to choose.
Right now, not only does Professor Che Chang-won teach the Korean language at the university, he is also busy teaching world history, foreign diplomacy, and other various subjects. So what does the future hold for him in East Timor?
The biggest one I took from the Timor-Leste is appreciation and something feeling that I able to manage my life. I able to be a destiny maker. While I stay in Korea, I feel very difficult to have. Maybe I feel like some part of some institution. Well, I don't have a clear big choice. But in Timor-Leste, if I do my work, do my best, many people able to agree.